Solid.
This is my audience, which I forgot to report on before.
Hello, I'm here to inform you about FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and the actions he took during the Great Depression and World War II. FDR was a mentally powerful man, but not physically so. He suffered from polio, which meant he couldn't walk. In order to show strength to the American people, he figured out a way to walk without actually using his legs. He was also was the longest serving president, serving 4 consecutive terms. I believe I have the credibility to give this speech because I'm currently taking an AP US history class, and because I simply find FDR interesting. The Great Depression. The Great Depression is one of the worst times in American history. According to FDRlibrary.org, 1/4 of Americans were unemployed, which is the highest it has ever been in US history. People would make homes out of whatever they could find, and children traveled the railroad cars to find work. Then came FDR's New Deal. It created 3-letter agencies that regulated prices for farm goods and other consumer goods, and agencies that provided jobs, among other things. He also created the Federal Banking Act of 1833, which, according to Stephen Green of Federal Reserve History, the Emergency Banking Act of 1933 is regarded as helping to set the nation's banking system right during the Great Depression. It also restored confidence in banking, got rid of the gold standard, which meant the U.S. no longer relied solely on gold to back its money, and it increased the power of the Federal Reserve, which meant that banks were less likely to go out of business. Then World War II came before the end of the Great Depression. FDR gave one of the most memorable speeches in U.S. history, which is this.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
According to History.com, Roosevelt succumbed to anti-Japanese hysteria in order to the internment of over 100,000 Japanese Americans on February 19, 1942, because Americans feared that they would help the Japanese government should they invade. And he didn't really seem to be in a rush to help the Jews in Europe, as he was more focused on winning the war instead of helping the people already wrapped up in it. All of this shows us the characteristics of him. His policies during the Great Depression show that he wanted regulation of business for the benefit of the people and of the economy. Through the imprisonment of the Japanese Americans, it showed that he wanted the public to feel safe, and he wanted the public to support him. And through him kind of ignoring the plight of the Jewish people, it showed that he had a shrewd war mind that was more focused on winning instead of helping the people into the war. It also showed that he had an important characteristic that people really like in American presidents. He wanted to win no matter what the cost, and no matter what happens. He just wants to win. Today, we have learned a lot about FDR and his actions throughout the Great Depression and World War II. And we also learned how his character is still influential today, and it is still important because of the profound changes he had on America. The end.